Hi guys, I would love to share my video our trip when we went to the Death Valley Parks. Enjoys!
Heading into the Alabama Hills. Huh, baby?
Yes.
There's nobody here, of course. But what a view, huh? This is 360. Some kind of lake down here. There's the Hey folks, yes, this is the Alabama Hills. Beautiful area. We stopped at Lone Pine, California on Highway 395 South after we had been just ravaged by a snowstorm coming through the Sierra Nevadas and got stuck in Bridgeport. Got up in the morning, it was 6 below zero. Lone Pine, though, was much warmer. You can see these hills here, the Alabama Hills. It's where many movies are filmed in these hills here. Almost every car commercial and movies such as Iron Man and Trimmer, Django and Gladiator and Star Trek and Joe Kidd and Broken Arrow and How the West Was Won. It just goes on and on. Then we headed into Death Valley through Panamint Springs and straight into the park where we hit this.
This is called the Devil's Golf Course because you would not want to play golf here.
It's about the most inhospitable walking conditions ever. The Devil's Golf Course. Huh, baby?
Yes.
Some yellow green over here. Yeah, look at this.
Honey!
Oh. Very cool. Definitely purple. I want to go down there. This area is called the Artist's Palette. You can see all the different colors like an artist's painting. These are iron salts which produce the reds and the pinks and the yellows, and decomposing mica which also makes the green, and magnesium makes the purple. Lots of volcanic activity. It's beautiful. And that's your geology lesson for today. So here we go. You want to run up there? Show us the way? One of the cool things about this area is that you can go exploring through these little canyons and see all the mineral deposits as Wee-Wee's showing you right now. We crawled around, hiked around in there for quite a while, and then we get up, have these fantastic views, take pictures, and the best time to be there is right about sunset when you got the long shadows and pastel type colors. Death Valley's full of this kind of thing. So as the day wore on, we headed back out of Death Valley and back into Death Valley for the next couple of days. But one place has always been special on my mind, and that's the Devil's Racetrack. one of the most special places on the earth. I think you'll enjoy. Well, here we are, Devil's Racetrack. I can't believe I'm back. We're walking out to see our first rock. There's some way out here. Our first rock with the trails behind it. Look at this place. So there's some rocks way out there we're gonna go see. Stay tuned. Racetrack Playa. And this is a really good example of tracking. What do you think, honey?
It's good, it's cold.
Look at this.
This one, honey. You can see it.
Oh yeah.
Just that.
Bingo. And you got one over here. Look at that. Okay, folks, I'll tell you how these rocks move. The first time I came to Devil's Racetrack, it had not been discovered actually how they moved. It was thought wind pushed them, and it was a combination of the slippery mud and wind, huge winds, that pushed the rocks across. Independent of size, nobody knew. But finally, somebody figured it out because they saw it happen and they put GPS trackers and followed it. What happens is, at the south end of the playa, a thin layer of ice forms across the lake and around each rock. When the sheets break up and the wind blows, the sheets of ice drag the rocks in irregular patterns across the lake. Once the ice melts, the rock patterns are left behind. Truthfully, it actually pains me to know that this mystery was solved. This is your new home. You gonna go inside? Your new house?
How about you? You can put TV over here. Put the bedroom. Put the bed.
So we are right smack in the middle of Death Valley on a rock road called the West Road, and then we took a side canyon.
You know what you call it? Yuhunaha? It's kind of...
We went to a place in southern Death Valley, just south of the park, called China Ranch. It was from the 1920s that a guy had set up these date farms. We hiked around, saw old cars, old abandoned cabins where we found plates, really neat stuff. But part of the story that we don't have the film for, we've seemed to have lost a lot of the film, was that we met a couple at Devil's Racetrack who had just come the four-wheel drive Jeep road from Panamint Springs to Devil's Racetrack. I so wanted to go, but it was the biggest mistake I think I had made. It was an incredibly steep road with small, tight turns and drops of hundreds and hundreds of feet. We ended up luckily going the right way, not having a map. And when we left, they were extremely worried about us. We just happened to run into them at China Ranch, and we went to this old abandoned mine together. Great couple, great stories.
We're in a mine.
How far can we go? This is really nice, actually. I think they used to have a railroad in here.
Yeah, totally.
This is solid, you know it? It's really a solid structure.
You were driving.
Right when we said, right when he was leaving, and I said, "Yeah, well, better safe than sorry, I guess," because I didn't know.
You did?
And then you're like, "Well," and then I'm like, "What?" It said something else, and you're like, "Well, hopefully she doesn't freak out too much." And I'm like, "There's someone in the truck," and that was when I was like, "Yep." Oh.
It is
And I
so
saw your head. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I just like crazy. But we made it. I was kept like, God with us, kid, don't worry.
There you go. Perfect.
Over here, right?
The couple we had met told us about a place called Villa Nita. Amazing little place in a town called Tacopa. Little town that had hot springs. We went there, they served dinner. This place is amazing with art, and it's a bed and breakfast. You can find it in Tacopa. Nita Villa. Definitely recommend going there. We ended up staying at a little RV park, a retirement RV park that had hot springs. And here we are in a hot springs, just loving it. You could go in there as much as you wanted. We had a little place that we could stay. And there were these couples that came down there every winter and stayed together. Some of them were from Sonoma. The lady in the pink jacket was 92 years old, and she had been there for years and years and touted her longevity because of the hot springs. Then we went to a place called the Amargosa Hotel in Amargosa outside of Death Valley. This is a haunted hotel, well known and haunted, and it was owned by a lady named Marta Beckett. Marta Beckett was originally born in France and loved ballet. She moved to the desert, bought up the whole town, and spent her life painting, as you can see, all the walls, made an opera house, and does pantomime well into her 90s, even today. Then we had to buy some fireworks since we were in Nevada. Wee Wee was just plain amazed that they would let you shoot the fireworks off right in the parking lot. Awesome. Until next time, folks.